Shalom, Yashrala. This is your brother WW3 from GMS pt14, coming at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for your Akim pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to edify the elect. Alright, continuing on with the same series of videos, alright. It says U.S. and allies violating INF treaty, says senior Russian diplomat. All right. Now, as we, as all these things is coming out, you see, hey, man, these contractions getting closer and closer. All right. It says in this here image, it says a Tomahawk cruise missile raises in a plume of smoke as it's fired from the pt14 vertical launching system. It says Russia deputy foreign minister has said the U.S. and some of its allies were knowingly violating the 1988 intermediate range nuclear forces treaty by developing launching systems capable of firing cruise missiles. As far as and we know that Esau don't ever keep none of his treaties. He's a man of deceit and breaking all his treaties. It says, as far as the INF treaty is concerned, the situation is evident in which the U.S. and some of its allies are knowingly violating it, and in particular by deploying on their territories the Mk-41 launching systems capable of firing the ground-based cruise missile. Sergei Rybak was quoted by saying in RIA. The comment came soon as the U.S. President Donald Trump signed the NDAA for 2019, the document that contains, among other things, allegations that Moscow violated several important international agreements on weapons control in the INF treaty. All right, so again, they deflecting, talking about, Russia the one who's violating, but America the one been advancing, but now it's to the point that Russia, all right, then seeing that America not playing fair by the rules, so they're like, all right, fuck it, we're going to advance our shit then too, and then it seemed like overnight they came up with a whole new line of shit while America's still trying to tweak the old shit from the 70s, all right? It says, Ryabov also added that Russia saw the U.S. Defense Act an attempt to artificially attract public's attention to the topic of new weapons and weapon controls, but also noted that Moscow did not consider this document an attempt to control the newest type of weapons, like those described by President Putin in his latest address to Parliament in March. All right. So basically, they talking about, the going back and forth with this certain stuff, again, you see America not abiding by it, so what? Russia coming out with some new stuff, all right? It says, but we note that the U.S. drive aiming to politically heat up this topic makes it irritant in our bilateral relations, and we cannot share this approach, and we don't welcome it, the Russian diplomat said. Yeah, they smarter than that shit, man. They not gonna be like, y'all blaming us of, violating, but really look at all of y'all shit. That's what y'all do. Not only y'all violating the buildup of it, y'all actually using this shit. It says also on Tuesday, President Putin press secretary Dmitry Peskov said U.S. attempts to describe Russia as a threat to the world peace in the new Defense Act are unfounded and dangerous. Yeah, they lying on Russia, propagating certain things. Oh, Russia's a threat to big bad wolf. It's talking about threatening world peace, but really it's America the one that's bombing every damn body every 12 minutes. That's them. Before the increase, the U.S. defense budget exceeded the corresponding budget of our country by many times, which is a very bright testimony to the fact that describing Russia as a threat to anyone inside the U.S. is completely groundless, be it European nations and nations located on the North American continent, Peskov told Reuters. The figures speak for themselves, he added. Yeah, when you look at the American military spending, I believe it's greater than the next 5 countries combined. All right, so if Russia being one of them next 5 countries, hey man, Russia plus the next 5 countries combined still ain't got more spending what America got. All right, so with the moves that America is making surrounding Russia, it's clear and obvious who is the bully in this scenario. All right, just because they're not gonna come out on paper and say, yeah, we bullying them, you know what I mean? And all the propaganda with the Russiagate, with the meddling with the elections, getting into the minds of the people that Russia's a threat. It says the head of the Russian Upper House Committee of International Relations, Senator Konstantin Koshkov, said the allegations used in the U.S. National Defense Authorization Act, or the NDAA, we're undermining the very basics of the Russia-U.S. cooperation in the defense sphere. Over the past years, the United States has persistently created difficulties when it comes to the realization of practically all weapons control agreements with Russia, or even completely stopped these treaties among functioning. All right. Yeah. Okay. Every time they used empty word accusations without demonstrating any hard evidence, this pure politic, it is destructive and undermines the very basic of international cooperation in the field of security. Yeah, so again, like they're saying, like, yo, you just spewing shit out, but you don't got no real evidence. And really the evidence that you do got is really counterintuitive to your argument. All right, you talking about we a threat, we aggressively posturing against y'all, but really when you look at it, y'all are all up on our bases. Y'all way on the other side of the globe, but why you and your allies right here on my doorsteps? Why y'all conducting all these big ass multinational drills right here on my doorsteps? All right, why y'all over here developing new technology where, you know, that's against the treaty that we signed? All right, since y'all doing all that, we gonna just go ahead and upgrade our shit now, you know, to defend ourselves, you know, not going out. Oh, again, you don't see Russia going over here to Mexico and Canada, putting up their military right there on their border, you know. China doing the same thing with the what they call the Spratly Islands in the South China Sea, you know, creating these islands for defensive outposts for their country, but America over there threatening them, talking, oh, you can't do this. But what? America has all these countries surrounded, all right? They got them already surrounded, but they telling these people they can't defend themselves against what's coming to them. They telling themselves they can't put their own guards up. They just got to take it like a man, or take it like a bitch. Really, you just got to sit there and take it. You know, you can't even fight back. You know. But I think that was the end of the article. I'm gonna go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this here article was edifying into the elect. Until next time, I say, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught me the truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you. I can push this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth, and enduring afflictions to edify and bring out this truth to the elect. Stay strong. Shalom.